Hi there, these are your handover videos for your Bailey Pursuit 430. So, starting off at the front, got your hitch head with black lever to get yourself hooked on, 13 pin electrics, handbrake and your jockey wheel. Now, with your jockey wheel, you also have 2 points either side, 2 points at the back for your legs. Your legs are only used to stabilise the caravan. Do not attempt to jack up or level the caravan using the legs. First, level using your jockey wheel and then stabilise putting down all 4 corner steadies. Just next to it, we are using our test equipment today. So we do have your battery locker and you've got your point that plugs in for your mains capacity. Moving along. Just through here, again, using our test equipment, this is for your gas. So you've got a regulator just here, and then you've got your point for your hose just up above. Make sure both sides are firmly tightened. You can hand tighten this part to an extent, then just finish it off using a spanner, and then twist your gas in the positive direction. Then on the opposite side of the caravan, starting off with this here, this is where you'll plug in your water pump. Now your water pump inserts into this point here and it runs using a trigger system, so you can't remove it until you press the trigger. I'll show you what the pump looks like when I get inside, but you'll need an aqua full of clean drinking water. Moving along this point here, this is your flue. Your flue is used to get clean air in and out of your boiler. Don't have to do anything with this except make sure it's nice and clean. These 2 inserts here, this is where your wastewater will come out of. You'll need some 28.5mm waste pipe to feed into your waste master, and then you can take it to the emptying point on site. And then lastly, you've got some of your toilet operations. So first up, this top one here opens up using your locks. This is where you'll feed in your water, and that is for the flush capacity. Get yourself something like a watering can just to make it that touch easier. It can hold around 10 litres of water as well. You can also add a little bit of pink chemical, which acts as a bleach substitute without being corrosive. And underneath you have your cassette for your toilet. To remove it, you press up on the orange handle and then pull it out. You can also extend it into almost like a suitcase carrier sort of thing as well. When you get to your emptying point on site, twist this orange head to the side, pop open that cap, tilt, and at the same time as tilting, continually press in this vent button. You don't have to open up that catch there, that is done automatically when you open up the catch in the toilet, which again I'll show you later on. Then here you have measurements in both imperial and metric, and that is both for your blue chemical. It spots onto here. There we go. Push the head back to the central position, push it back so that orange handle sits behind those white teeth. Then to fully empty this top tank, because you don't want to travel with either of these 2 full, you have up there what sits a little pipe. Open up the pipe, drains the remaining water. Then situated underneath the right hand side bed, you have this here. This is your boiler. Then just here you can see that yellow valve. That yellow valve is what dictates water getting into the caravan. So, for when you're using your taps and whatnot. So it's currently in the vertical position, meaning that any water inside the system is being drained out. From November to March, have that on almost permanently if you're not using the caravan, as if not, it will make your pipes burst. When you want to have water flowing into the caravan, have it in the horizontal position, and that will allow water to flow through into the caravan. If you haven't used it in a few weeks or so, it may take just 2 or 3 minutes just to let the water run through. Okay, then just next to the door, this is your main control panel. So this is your master switch. When you turn that on, you can see here the amount of volts that are coming into the caravan, which is about 13. Press this button that says awning, press it in. You can see your awning light comes on. Press this button, lights, all your lights come on, and then you just control it using the light switches in the necessary places. Then you have your pump button. So I'm not going to press it just because there's no water running through the system, but saying that you have your water pump connected and your yellow valve in the correct position, you'd press that down, come over to your taps and run water for about 20 to 30 seconds on both hot and cold, and what you're looking for is a nice continuous stream. This is your water pump. So connects into the outside port, can't be removed without pressing in that trigger to remove it. You have this plastic cap to go over the top of the ack roll to make sure no nastiness gets in, and then at the bottom you have your strainer. Your strainer has to sit at the bottom of the water barrel because otherwise it will just gasp air through. So you can check that tap, you can check the taps in the back and also the tap that is the shower. Then here, this is your Truma control panel. So turn it on, you can see you have a few series of icons. So first up, caravan with a thermometer in it. This is for the internal temperature that you would like the caravan to be at. Starts at 5, finishes at 30. When you using the dial, select the temperature you want, press in on the dial, and you can see here again, it goes back to it. This here is a back button as well. Next up, thermometer in water. This is for your water heat, so you can either have 40, 60, or boost. So you can either get 40 degrees, 60 degrees, or boost. Boost will boost the temperature for about 15 minutes to that 60 degrees, then drop it back down to 40, which is ideal if you're wanting to use a shower. Next up, you've got your energy source. So this is what you're using to heat the caravan and the hot water. So you can either use strictly gas, a mixture of gas and 1 kilowatt of electric, gas and 2 kilowatt, strictly electric with 1 kilowatt, or 2 kilowatts. So you can have the choice of a mixture or singular. Then this fan icon, this is for your fan speed coming out of the vent. So you can either have that eco or high. High will heat it a lot quicker. Then this one here, this is for timers, so allowing you to set when you'd like the heating and hot water to come on and when you'd like it to finish, especially if you're away from the caravan for a period of time. It allows you to set when you'd like it to come on and come off. Then this one here, this is time. Then you've got additional settings such as brightness, language, 24 or 12-hour clock, and a few other bits. Have a look in the book pack if you're interested in having a look at them. Then to turn this panel off, you press and hold on in the middle and it turns itself off. Then we have your fridge operation. So your fridge can either operate off mains, car battery, or gas. To select it, you use this dial here. So first up mains, then car battery, then gas. Go back to the central position and that turns it off. Then here you have a dial to choose the amount of power that you're wanting to come in. Thicker the bar, the more power, the quicker it's going to chill. Then this is a gas igniter just next to it, and just next to that you have this sort of green and white icon. So when you select gas, you want to press and hold both of these two in, which is a little awkward to do with one hand. You want to press and hold them in, and you'll hear the gas begin to tick in, and it will slowly begin to move that red dial that you can see there into the green position. So you have to press and hold them in and keep pressing holding it in until that is firmly in the green, and that means that it's lit. Now, car battery, I'm not going to switch it to car battery because there's nothing connected, but that can only work when you are connected via the 13 pin, and mains only works when you're connected with mains. You can see as well when the fridge is on, the lights on, turn it off, no lights. Okay, then we have the hob, the grill and the oven. So the grill and oven are on a mixed system, and then the hob is as is. It's a case you have to press in on the dial, twist it to the side, you hear the gas come through, and at the same time you have to press in on this dial here. So I'll show you what these look like when they're lit. Here you can see nice blue clean continuous flames, and to turn them off you just flick it back to the central position. Then again for the grill, and you can see here for the grill, both sides nice and lit, just have to twist the dial to the side. Then for the oven, it's a case of doing it the other side, pressing holding it in, and you'll get it nice and lit. Turn it off, back to the central position. Only other real thing to note, don't put that glass sheet down until all of those are cold to the touch. Then you have the toilet operation, which is bog simple. So open it up. If there was water in the system, you'd see the water flush about when I press this button here, but you just hear that motor. That motor is what would push about the water. Then once you have done your deed, push away that handle, flick it back, opens and closes the catch to the cassette toilet.